My name is Anne Goodall and thank you so much for landing on my page. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist who's been practicing clinical hypnosis since 2016. I got into this field because I used to have some very severe anxiety. In fact, in my early 20s, I was a sales rep and I was in a hotel room on my own. I got locked into a bathroom and basically when I went to open the door, it wouldn't open. So here I was on my own in a room with basically no windows, just an exhaust fan. And I had what I now know was my first panic attack. I didn't know anything about anxiety. I was too young. I just kind of covered it over. But of course, over the years with anxiety, if we don't actually get in and change the unconscious processes, it doesn't go away. And in times of stress, it would just literally flare itself up. Roll on, a number of years later, I had emigrated from Ireland to Australia. I was pregnant with my first baby. I was purchasing a house. I was doing all of those things that one does. And my anxiety was pretty much out of control. And so I was searching, I was prescribed medication. I took herbal medicine. I was looking at homeopathy. I did all of the things that one could think about, like nutrition. I went to a hospital one time and actually did this particular program to do with exposure therapy. Like you name it, it was like a box ticking exercise. But nothing really got to the core of it. And so I went to a weekend workshop for something completely different, not realizing that what they were going to be doing was a process that was involved from hypnosis. And it was the first time when they did an actual group work that something actually changed. And, at the time I was almost couldn't believe it, but I suddenly began to realize that, I could actually start going back into lifts and I could go back into tunnels and I could actually sit on a train, because all of those things had been taken out of my life over the years with the anxiety. And so although I'd never ever in my wildest dreams intended being a clinical hypnotherapist, when something happens and you really get such relief, suddenly it's like, you know what, I've been looking to know what I'm meant to do with my life, and it was like, yes. So I went and I studied hypnosis. I studied it originally with the Tao James Company. Then I went and I studied at the Institute of Applied Psychology. I studied strategic psychotherapy. That added on to the fact that my background was in nutrition and in Western herbal medicine. And so since then, I've done many courses also. So in 2016, I basically began practicing. Very, very busy clinic. And from that, before even COVID, I had been doing online work. For the last 2 years, have been mainly online hypnosis, and now do online hypnosis. And I have a clinic in the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. So I'm truly passionate. There's nothing or very few things I love more. And when somebody comes to me and they're like, they've been in this state for ages and they almost feel incurable, almost feel like they can't actually get out of it. And then after a few quick sessions, literally, to get the call, it's like, Anne, this has literally changed my life. And I'm not exaggerating that. Read my reviews and you'll know what I'm saying. And so it is a very rewarding career. So I would just say to you, honestly, I don't care how long you've had a problem. I don't care how bad the problem is. My question to you is, A, do you want to get rid of it? B, are you prepared to actually put in some effort? AKA, make an appointment, come to the session, listen to audios, do some tasking. Because hypnosis is truly powerful, but it's a do with process. It's not a do-to, it's not a do-to process. It's not a magic wand where it's like abracadabra, whoa, life's changed. No, it requires a bit of effort. But that's good because it doesn't require masses of effort nor masses of time to get a really, really good, sustainable result. So if you want to make the changes, I would love to help you. Apart from that, I'm a mum of 3 teenage girls. Personally, from a personal perspective, I love kayaking, I love paddleboarding, I love anything to do with the water, to be honest. I like food. Back in my 20s, I had a massive issues around eating and body image, and I ended up being bulimic for a few years. So I also integrate that into my work because I truly know how awful it is going from diet to diet to diet and just never quite, getting to that space of never being happy with one's body. So I think sometimes I actually bring what the challenges I had plus more, and really I don't know them based on just a textbook. I know them based on having actually lived that journey or lived that path. So if I sound like the type of person that you feel you could work with, then please, down below you'll find on one of the pages, either book in a discovery call if you want to know more, or book in an introductory session. if you're ready to actually make those changes now, if you're tired of just going over it and over it and over and just same old, maybe it's just time to do something different. So thanks for watching, really appreciate your time, and yeah, love to hear from you, especially love to hear from you if you want to make some changes. See you then.